All right, guys, welcome to the CBCS Hot List by Eric Norton, presented by the NY Warriors. So, without further ado, let's start that intro. Oh. All right, guys, welcome, guys, to Home of the NY Warriors, the CBCS Hot List. You know, my favorite video of the week to do right now. And I'm gonna go down the line real quick and say what's up to my fellow panelists, my fellow NY Warriors. I'm gonna start with my man Joker in the house. What's up, Joker?
What's up? What's up, peoples? What's going on, man? Hey, man, let's do this. So the list, I'm excited, bro. Let's do it.
All right, and we got the return. And my man was on vacation for a couple of weeks, but he's back. My man, keeping Thoro comics in the house.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Glad to be here, man. This is gonna be a nice list right here. Some books I would have never thought would be on the list, but we're here and I'm ready to talk about them,
man. Yeah, very diverse set of books, right? You know,
very diverse.
All right, and we got my fellow NY Warrior. Last but not least, my man Manny NYC in the house. What's up, Manny?
Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? Let's get it.
All right. So, guys, again, remember all the guys on this panel, all their channels are linked below. Joker does East Meets West. My man Thoro keep Thoro comics. He does the CBSI Indie Spotlight, and he does a chop up also as well. In the link, guys, description below. Manny also has his channel. He puts out hauls once in a while, but you can catch him on Mondays with us at Home and NY Warriors at 10 p.m. Eastern. So, without further ado, let's get started with the list. And we're gonna start with the first book on the list, guys. And we have Ultraman #1 from July of 1999 from Harvey Comics. It's the first appearance of Ultraman in comics. So, again, guys, if you guys want to read along with us, you know, the article is linked below. That way you can see the order that we're going in. And, you know, Eric writes a couple of things that I don't read. I don't read everything word for word from him. That way you can, you know, enjoy the article yourself, guys. All right. So he says here, Ultraman #1 tops the CBCS Hot List this week. Back up because of a Netflix announcement that an animated Ultraman feature was in development. This news boosts Ultraman #1 sales nearly 2,700%. The only thing that Eric is wondering is coming because he's a sports card guy. Does the card that comes in this poly bag, is it going to hold any value? You know, so that's a good question based on the way cards are now. You know what I mean? For me, this book, I really don't know about this book too much because when I think of Ultraman, I think of the old school shows with, you know, kaiju style recording, like the old school Godzilla, basically. So I can't really tell you much about this book. So, but I'm gonna go down the line, see my fellow NY Warriors and my fellow Savages if they know anything about it. So I'm gonna start with Joker. Joker, what's up with this book? What do you think about it?
I mean, you know, kaiju. When I think kaiju, I think of you, bro. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But Ultraman here, man, I don't know really much about him, man. Now I know. I mean, I knew of him, but this is his first appearance. Who knew it was an Ultraman #1? And obviously, like it comes polybagged, right? So
it does. It does. It says it right there. This is actually a screenshot of the polybag cover.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Right. Well, there you go, man. You know, not much to say about it though, but that's the first appearance. Look out for it, guys. There you go.
All right, and Thoro, what are your thoughts on Ultraman #1?
Hey, listen, man, I owned a couple of these. Regretted letting go of a couple of them.
I knew you did, man.
Yeah, I remember, man. I think I got these. I got rid of like 5 of them for $1 each. But nonetheless, man, great. I mean, you got the monster cards in there that they're talking about. I wonder myself too. Is it going to be something that's going to be a collectible that's going to be highly sought after, especially now that Ultraman has a series going to Netflix? Also, if you guys did not know, those poly bags underneath that, the book is literally a virgin cover. There's nothing on there. Take that poly bag off, of course, because those things are horrible to keep on comics because they're not acid free. I say this repeatedly. Take those damn bags off because those things are pointless to even have on them. Preserve your comic book and try to get the highest grade. As far as getting a high grade, these aren't very easy to come by. Again, a lot of poly bag books always get messed up, spine ticks, everything, color breaks. Nonetheless, awesome cover, man.
Definitely, I'm glad that you wrote that about the virgin cover because I looked it up on Cover Price and they have 2 editions. They have the poly bag and then there was a direct edition that they just sent it, I guess, without the poly bag, but it's the same cover, just a virgin. You know. And Manny, your thoughts on this book?
I don't know too much, but like everybody else, I don't know really too much about Ultraman, but you know, just the Caillou stuff. And I've seen this book before. Like Thoro,
Yeah.
so I've seen these books in a $1 bin before, and I just left them there. I mean, who
who
knew that was
knows,
the
right?
first appearance of Ultraman?
That's right. Yeah,
But
I didn't know.
I think they do have live action though on Netflix. Don't they have like a movie on
Yeah,
They
they
do.
do.
They have an
a
anime.
live action one?
Yeah, the anime style series. Yeah, but this is
Yeah.
another series, I guess, that takes it back to like the origin. That's why this book is getting hot. You know.
But Ultraman is dope though. If you know.
Oh yeah, it's a dope show, man. If you get an opportunity to watch it.
Take
Yo,
a
and
look
that
at
cover.
it.
Go back to that cover real quick, man. Let me see. Yo, is that Snake Eyes in the bottom? Like,
I know. You know
Snake Eyes at the bottom.
I'm glad
Yeah,
you pointed it
that's-
out because when I first saw it, I thought the same thing.
yeah. I don't know, but hey.
I thought the same thing. I just didn't.
Yeah, it
I know
looked
it's
like
not Snake Eyes, but it looks like him. You know. All right, so we're gonna move it on to the second book on his list, which is a book I think we all know a little bit about. We have Ghost Rider issue number 28 from 1992 from Marvel Comics. This is Rise of the Midnight Suns, that miniseries that spread across a few different titles. This is book 1 of 6, and it's the first appearance / cameo of the Midnight Suns. Some people label it the first appearance, some people label it the cameo. I just put both because let you be the decision. I'm not here to get into wars between first appearances and cameos, you know, of the team, the Midnight Suns. So let me give you a quick little synopsis of what Eric wrote in his article. He says Ghost Rider issue number 28 took a huge swing this week as news broke about a possible Midnight Suns movie in the works. That little glimmer of hope shot sales up over 1,000%. Readers know that this one is a must-have, though. There are a lot of firsts to be found in Ghost Rider issue 28, at least which is a cameo of the 9, better known as the Midnight Suns. Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, Morbius, Blade, Hannibal King, Frank Drake, Sam Buckingham, and Victoria Monteith, and Luis Hastings. In other words, a whole lot of a lot of new faces for the MCU. Also note that Ghost Rider number 2 and Ghost Rider 31 also took big jumps due to the news as well. This book is also a polybag book, guys, and if you guys recall, it comes with like a centerfold in it as well. I had this book in the 90s. I had this one. I had the Morbius one and the Spirit of Vengeance one that came out. I never collected the whole entire run, but I had those 3 issues. So I'm gonna start with Mike. Mike, what do you think about Ghost Rider issue number 28?
Just say it real quick, man. I think Ghost Rider on the Midnight Suns is a good one. It's been spec'd on a while already, and shout out to TiVo because TiVo has been spec'ing on this one for a while too, man.
Yeah, a few years now.
Yeah. So now it's getting its light of day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, good to see that this book is showing up on the CBCS list.
Yeah,
I mean, I mistake that. I gotta say that right.
Yeah, CBSI and CBCS is kind of close.
Yeah.
So it gets a little tongue tied, and you do both shows, so
yeah.
You know, Thoro, what are your thoughts on Ghost Rider 28?
This is a great book, man. Well deserved to be here on the list. About time. I mean, this is a 90s book. You guys know there's plethora of these books out there, so you could easily find them in a $1 bin. You know, don't be quick to rush and to go buy one. Go check your LCS.
Yes.
Check your LCS, show them support. I guarantee you, like Big said, you find them in a poly bag all day long. You know, they also have dope Morbius cover that I remember came out of those poly bags. Just a rack of them. So don't give up hope on that book yet. You guys can easily find them. But if it's too late, it's too late. Then, yeah, your last resort's on the secondary market and try to find them on there. But nonetheless, great story and by far one of my favorite Ghost Riders. So
yeah, even on the secondary market right now, they're not really too expensive. No. So you can still grab them before, you know, before you hear like directors and castings. Exactly. That's, you know, and it's just a buzz. You can still get them, still opportunity. And Manny, what do you think on this one?
Yeah, I think I might have this. I know I have the Morbius one. The Morbius one, I know. You got to, like Thor was saying earlier, man, you got to take these things out the poly bags. If you're trying to get 9/8, as soon as you get it, man, just take it out the poly bag because those poly bags, they leave a line right in the back, like a subscription crease.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, good book, man. If you could get it for cheap, I mean, I don't think that book runs too much anyways, like Biggs was saying.
Nah, it was I looked it up. It's like $20-$30. People asking for the main copies. Yeah,
that's,
you know what I mean? It's the percentage of sales is just how many sales has been. It's not really like the dollar amount of, you know, in height, you know what I mean? And I'm glad you ever mentioned that about the poly bags, guys. Those things, the poly bags, that was a false rumor that we thought about in the 90s. You know, we were told keep them in the poly bags and they won't be worth money. But now, as adults, we know that condition is everything. You know,
facts. Look at that.
Oh, look at that Joker. There you go. Look at that.
I'm like, I know I had that shit.
Quick draw. Got it.
Flexing. Lexi.
Yeah, he's flexing, but that's not a 9.8. Has the pot is in the poly bag.
Yeah, you gotta take it out that bag.
Nonetheless, bam. All right. Cameo
I got
first
it.
appearance.
It's all right. Our boy Erod 2 took hook that up for you. You know, if
Yeah,
you want to get
exactly.
it, if you want to get it pressed and graded with CBCS, of course, the clear choice. You
Yup.
know it already. All right, so we're gonna go moving along to the number 3 book on the list, and it's cool to see an indie book on here. So we got Nemesis #1 from May of 2010 from Icon Comics, guys. And you know the reason this is hot because Netflix, baby. You already know Netflix is making these waves. If anybody thought that Disney Plus and HBO Max was gonna kill off Netflix, no way. No way. So let me just read you again what Eric wrote on the article real quick. He said, with the sales of this book jumping over 600% this week, that's good enough for Nemesis #1 to land the 3rd spot on the CBCS Hot list. This Icon Publishing received some run with the news that Emerald Fennell has been tapped to write the script for the book. While I can't say I'm familiar with the character, this tagline makes Kick-Ass look like shit is pretty funny. Yeah, I think so too. That it makes Kick-Ass pretty funny.
Mhm.
Now I never read it. You know, maybe you guys might know. Is this in the same universe as the Kick-Ass universe?
It's a Millar. I'm assuming all that's together. You know what I mean? So
I
So,
think
go ahead.
actually, I think that came out around the same time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did.
Oh, May in 2010.
That's
Yeah,
the
around
whole-
the same. Yeah, that is around
one.
the same time. You know. So
yeah.
Go ahead. I got
No,
Joker.
hold on, wait. No, I don't. No, that came out after Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass was already running because in 2000, when it's 2008-9, Kick-Ass was already up to issue. I want to say issue. It was in the single digits issues of Kick-Ass. So that one came out after. Yeah.
All right.
nonetheless, man. Either way, it's
Really.
dope book. You know what I mean? Shout out to James King of the Golden State, man, for picking this one up, man.
Yeah.
I saw it first time I saw it was in his whole video today. Now I see in the list, freaking dope. And plus, it's a Millar book, so you know with the Netflix and Millar, you know it's pretty dope. We enjoyed. I enjoyed Jupiter's Legacy. So you know when it comes to Millar's world, you don't know which is gonna be up on next on Netflix and which one's gonna be a banger. So
yeah. And your thoughts on this, Thoro?
I love this. This is by far my favorite Millar title. I have read this. Nemesis is a supervillain. A lot of people don't know that. This guy literally in one issue, I can't remember which one, but he literally takes the president hostage, takes Air Force One. It's wild. And my man just literally, he's like, I'm going to take over this. I'm going to take over this. And I remember his father committed suicide. Very, very just interesting book. And he's blaming it on pretty much all these folks that are related to this. That's why he goes and hijacks, Air Force One, the president, all that stuff, takes him hostage. And just he's literally up against the government, kind of. The way that it says on the title, Kick-Ass, this book makes Kick-Ass look G-rated. That's all I'm going to say. And if you guys think The Boys was really bad, this guy is even worse. And I hope that they make it. Yeah, I hope that they make it that way. And if they are going to put it out there, they're probably going to be cutting it to like an NC-17 rating. And, between those cusps, between rated R, NC-17. And I promise you guys, if you guys have never checked out Nemesis, check it out. Really, really dope read. I enjoyed the whole damn series, man. It's awesome.
It's a good thing that these, Mark Millar books are going to Netflix because they're not censored.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Exactly.
So that's a plus. And Manny, your final thoughts on the book? I know you said a few things in the beginning of it. Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I think I had this book, man. It's just like crazy because yesterday, like we was talking about the independent books, but these independent books, like right now, they got good stories, but also back then those independent books they also had good stories. So it's not just now that they having good stories. They had good stories then. So that's why it's not just the Law World stuff. There was other stuff also as well. But yeah, man, this book, I think when Thoro said Air Force One and something about his father's suicide, I think I did have this book. It clicked in my mind. I think I did. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm sure you probably checked it out, bro, because this book, when it came out, it was really hyped up. And yeah, man, he takes Air Force One and crashes it into DC. Yeah, he crashes into DC and kills millions of people along with the president.
Yo, and another plus is Millar and McNiven, man. So
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Evans
That's
and
right.
hell, yeah.
And you know, to go back to Manny real quick, what he said back when we first started the whole YouTube thing back in 2015, we were heavy in independence, man. You remember, man, we
Yeah.
was picking up all those like Nail Biters, Revival. Um, we were trying to catch up with the
Animosity.
Walking Dead, Animosity. There was just tons of it. So it's just the indies is not just a thing that's just popping now. Manny's right. It goes way back to like the early, early 2000s. You know what I mean?
6-7 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
It's
all right,
just a
so
breath of fresh air now, man. Breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
That's what people want.
so I think I got the right guy on the panel for this one. We're gonna go right into the next book right here. So, DC Comics presents number 47 from July 1982. First appearance of He-Man and Skeleton in DC Comics. So let me just read a little bit of what Eric wrote. He said, leave it to Kevin Smith to make comic book news, right? Because Kevin Smith is all about comics. We know that. As image from his He-Man Netflix series were released, images from his He-Man Netflix series was released this week. The market reacted. In fact, sales of this book saw an increase of 400%. Why, you may ask? Well, DC Comics Presents 47 gives the readers, the first appearance of He-Man and Skeleton in DC Comics. Similarly to Master of the Universe #1, also saw an increase in sales due to the same news. So I'm gonna just go right to Manny because Manny's my He-Man guy. I know he loves this book. Your thoughts on this book, Manny?
Bro, man. First thing I want to just check you on something, man. It's not Skeleton, it's Skeletor.
the Skeletor.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said Skeleton. My bad. I meant Skeletor.
There you go, right here. 9.6, and it's CBCS.
Nice.
Oh, the clear
Alright.
choice, baby. The clear choice.
That's right.
Nice.
The clear choice, man. But yo, what more can you say, man? He-Man Masters of the Universe. That whole world, it's like all these different characters, all these like they have like these different monsters. You got Moss Man, you got freaking Evil Lyn. It's like the show that's coming up, and this book, man, this book was already a little pricey already before even the show was being announced. So the price on this book, 9.8, were up there. Now because that animated show is gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna get crazier. This book.
Yeah. And Thoro, what are your thoughts on this book?
Oh, dope, man. I can't wait for that Kevin Smith. Got to see a little bit of snippets out there. You know how everything starts going out on the good old net. And I'm happy for this, man. I know Manny's super excited. I know Biggs is excited because he called Manny his He-Man. So
Whoa, that was a whoa moment, right?
Whoa. That was a whoa moment.
So no, that's a good one. And then we were just talking about this on the chop up because there's another book, man, just to give out there to all the CBCS followers and collectors, man. You got All-Star Squadron 15. If you guys are not familiar, All-Star Squadron 15 has a big preview, 10-page preview, guys, of Masters of the Universe. So be on the lookout for that, man, just to give you guys a little bit of a tidbit of info, because a lot of folks skip over that book because that book really doesn't stand out. And nonetheless, when the hell would we have ever seen Superman just flying to throw a punch at He-Man? I would have never thought that. So badass cover. You cannot go wrong with this, man. Love it.
Yo, Thoro, you forgot too, man. Also, that All-Star Squadron has 10 pages, right? But also the Supergirl #1 also has a preview of the same thing. There was a bunch of them, but I guess everybody's focusing on that All-Star Squadron. But if you can't pick that up because it's too pricey for you, you could go to the next ones.
Yeah. The All-Star Squadron came out before. That's the reason why everybody's after that All-Star Squadron. That was the first one to pop up with that preview, and then Supergirl came out.
All right, Joker, what are your thoughts on this one real quick?
I mean, the show's coming out in July. It's a 2-parter, 5 episodes each part from Kevin Smith.
Nice.
We talked about East Meets West a couple of weeks ago, not this week, last week. We showed this book and some very hard to find He-Man books, Masters of the Universe books. So look at that episode. Lot of dope books when it comes to He-Man and Masters of the Universe. When it comes to the comic book scene. And this one right here, man, this was always, like Manny said before, it was expensive already before the show. Now with the show coming out, that's just going to go crazy now, So
Yeah. Our fellow NY Warrior Ewok 212, he been hoarding this book for years, man. I know he got a few copies down the line,
At one point, I had like 3 copies of this book too.
Yeah, I had a low grade 7.5. Got rid of it too soon. Yeah. That's when I
And
used to
also
listen to
stay.
Manny about that's not high grade enough,
Yeah,
and I got rid of it.
yeah. Also, stay tuned for what is it? Dark Horse is coming out with a prequel to the TV series. Is coming from Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
They have
Oh yeah,
books
that's
coming out.
right. A prequel to the cartoon to the networks
Revelation,
Netflix
right?
thing, right?
It's gonna be
Yes.
some dope covers,
So
man.
you kind of want to read. Yeah, they are. You kind of want to read it before you watch the show because I think the book comes out before because it ties in into the show.
Mm. There
All
you
right,
go.
cool, man. Yeah, thank you for that info. All right, so we got to the last book on the list, but before we get to the last book on the list, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors, our fellow people that we do business with, and of course we got my man Erod with the Express Comic Book Pressing Service, guys. 10% off Warriors 10 code. You get 10% off your pressing and cleaning, and he can submit to CBCS for you guys. Then we also have my local LCS right now, which is skeletoncomics.com, guys. Use discount code NY Warriors, get 10% off your first order. You also have EMW 10 for 10% off your first order, and Thoro 10 as well for 10% off your first order. And last but not least, we got the geekyswagshop.com, guys. Discount code NY Warriors. You get 10% off, and you saw the statues that we got, that we showed on yesterday's show. 10% off for pricey statues. I'll take that all day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
let's go to the
No
last book on
doubt.
the list, guys. So we're gonna finish off with a Marvel book here, guys. We got the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 258 from November 1984, and this is when the new black suit is revealed to be an alien symbiote. So let's just go real quick to what Eric wrote. He said the final book on this week's CBCS Hot List is Amazing Spider-Man 258 with a 300% sales. Jump in sales as all things symbiote remain hot. ASM 258 is part of that heat wave. Also, the Fantastic Four tie-ins are an added bonus for that fan base as well. I'm not saying that this is a long-term play, but at the moment, it's a nice flip if you have it, or you can grab it on the cheap. I agree with that. I've had this whole run from 252 all the way to 300. It's a great read, great covers, and very collectible, guys. Joke, I'm gonna start with you. What do you think? What are your thoughts on ASM 258?
258. I think it's pretty. I think it's a dope book. To get. With the origins of the black suit. First appearance on ASMs and the Marvel 2-in-1. I mean, Marvel team ups. This is a pretty dope book too. And currently now that we have the What Ifs books, man, it takes place like literally around this time. The What If is basically like if Peter Parker kept the symbiote costume. And it's a it's pretty dope 5-issue series is going on right now. The first 2 issues was awesome. I enjoyed it, and looking forward to see what turns out with Peter Parker
Yeah.
having a suit.
When I saw your review that because you've been reviewing on your new comic day
Yeah.
reviews, I can't wait till that comes out in a hardcover or a trade.
Yes, that'd be
I didn't buy the
perfect.
first few issues, so I want to make sure that I get the whole thing in one
Mhm.
story. I'm looking forward to that. And Thoro, what are your thoughts on ASM 258?
Oh, this is a dope book, man. I mean, another book that just sits there in bins, and nobody would have ever thought because everybody was always worried about every other issue prior to this. Awesome freaking Friends and Rubenstein cover right here,
Yeah.
and kind of reminds because I'm a big Bill Sienkiewicz fan, so this kind of reminds me of his art a little bit.
Yeah,
But
it
it's
has
cool
that
to see
little
that
art style.
collaboration. Yeah, it's cool to see that collaboration. Another thing too with like this issue, I know that it's finally explained that it's that the black suit is a symbiote. But on top of that too, in this story, if you guys recall, if you guys have ever read it, Mary Jane actually was talking to Peter because he ended up I forget who he fought. He ended up coming back and she ended up telling him, "Hey, she's like, I've known you've been Spider-Man this whole time." That's another little tidbit of that
It's a
book
nice
right
little
there.
reveal, yeah.
Besides having just the black costumes of symbiote, that's a dope book, man. I mean, finally getting some recognition. I guess it's about time. There's a lot of books out there, out there. So
Definitely. And Manny, your thoughts on ASM 258?
Yeah, man, this book's been many times as you look in the ASM box and you always see this book and it's just there. But not anymore. It's not going to be anymore. People are going to start picking it up, and I mean, it's a great book, man. You got if you see it in the bin, man, take it.
Yeah.
If it's $5, take it.
I checked the sales on this book. It's been going for like between $20 and $30 raw.
Yeah.
You know, depending on condition. And there's not many copies graded this because nobody ever thought to grade it. You know.
Yeah.
So it's still out there, guys. You know, look in the boxes. Don't go to eBay right away. You know.
Yeah.
But if it's a must for you because it's it's part of the whole symbiote thing, then I would pay $20 for a book that has something key in it. You know.
Oh yeah, big time, man.
All right, so guys, that's the end of the
Definitely.
list, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. But real quick, one more promo that I forgot to show you guys, and the most important one for this show because this is a CBCS Hot List show. So CBCS is still running their May special with the best value. You get 5% off all grading tiers, guys. So make sure get a little discount when you're submitting to some books to get graded. And I'm gonna go down the line, let my fellow NY Warriors let you know where they're gonna be at and what's next for them. So I'm gonna start with Joker real quick. Go ahead, Joker. Let them know where they can find you and what you're gonna have going on next.
Man, you already know, man. Every Thursday, man, we're doing new comic day reviews. And we're also doing Cover of Fire, man, from CBSI from Mike Morello. We do our CBSI's Friday FOC. We East Meets West, man. On Fridays at I think noon we drop the video. And on Sunday, man, we have our East Meets West live podcast show. Sometimes we have guests, sometimes we just kick it and just talk topics. That besides that, that's all I got, man. And I'm already with the Warriors, so every Monday.
Yeah. All right, and Thoro, let the people know what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah, man. First off, shout out to CBCS. Super dope list today. And CBCS, man, hook a brother up with that 9.9 I just saw in that promo right there. But nah, you guys can catch us every Tuesday, man. My man Joker right there, co-host, man Biggie's. You can catch us on the Indie Spotlight Show, man, brought to you by CBSI every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. And every Thursday night, I do the Comic Chop Up. That's right, where we just chop it up about everything and anything comic books and movies, all the good stuff related to this universe that we all love. So that is also on Thursday, every Thursday at 10 p.m. unless I'm who knows where. But other than that, appreciate you, Biggs, man, Joker, Manny. Love hanging out with you guys and doing this, man. Really dope show.
Cool, man. And Manny, your thoughts and opinions, final thoughts.
Yeah, you can catch me. You can catch me around the block somewhere hanging out. Yeah, man. You could go check out my channel, man. I don't do live videos, man. But
it's all right. He don't do a lot of videos, but guys, he's part of the NY Warriors crew, and he's with me every Monday. So you can catch Manny every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Remember, that's Mondays, your show too, bro.
Yeah, Saturdays. Yeah, I started, man. I started with Biggs and from the beginning, so I've been around.
All right, then.
That's it, man. Thanks for That's it.
Yeah. All right, so that brings another hot list to the end, and that's it, guys. Until next time, peace.